back to our channel.
Welcome. You're probably wondering why the F are they wearing Disney ears? Because we're going to Disney. No. So actually, we've been doing a lot of Instagram reels of creepy Disney facts, and they've been our most popular.
Literally, they've been popping off.
They've been popping off, like we're popular, you know? But so we decided to do a whole YouTube video for you guys.
And I feel like if this works, then we could keep doing these. If this could be its own series, Disney secrets, Disney facts, whatever.
Exactly. We like giving you guys what you like, so that's why we're doing this.
Exactly.
You know, we want to give you what you want. Is this backwards?
No.
So yeah, we're gonna delve into the deep, dark side of Disney. Are you scared?
I'm pretty scared.
I'm terrified.
I'm also excited.
Same. So make sure to subscribe, hit the like button if you like this video, comment down below, give us suggestions. Also, give us like background suggestions.
So we're trying to spice things up back here a little bit.
We're
thinking
working on it.
Maybe like some shelves with some creepy items, some posters in the back. Like, let us know.
Yeah, we want it to be prettier because like this stand, like, do you see that corner right there? Something.
Not only that, but like we've had this for a while. Like literally since our first video. So I think it's time to.
We're ready to like upgrade. Be done with it. Yeah. So let us know if you have suggestions. So in our next video, we'll probably have something different, something prettier, something nicer.
It's 2021, guys, so we gotta step it up.
New year, new us. Absolutely. All right, so let's get started. So we know that Disney is supposed to be the happiest place on earth, and it is. It genuinely is. I'm happy when I'm there. I love it. But there's some scary-ish that goes down there, guys.
Just like anywhere else, really. Like, there's no escaping.
I don't know. It's a little scarier. I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's some weird stuff that goes down there. I mean, it's a very popular place. Weird people go to, you know.
Right.
Normal people and weird people, so.
I mean, yeah. I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to find something weird. So we're going to give you a couple of them. We're going to uncover. Starting with the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, which is definitely a classic.
Love that ride.
Disneyland's Pirates of the Caribbean was built in 1967 and was the last ride that Walt Disney himself actually supervised.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, super interesting.
Researched it, obviously. Like,
shout out to Walt. We love you.
We love you, Walt.
After creating such a realistic looking ride, the design team was disappointed in how the fake skeletons looked. So they decided to hit up the UCLA Medical Center and got a hold of some real skeletons for the ride.
That is insane. Like I feel like that wouldn't happen now, or maybe it does and we don't know about it.
We just don't know. Who knows?
Like, what the heck? Can I just get some skeletons for a ride? I guess if you're Disney.
I was just gonna say, if you are Walt Disney, like, I feel like you're gonna get anything.
It's true.
And I'm just gonna say this right now, like, I give full permission to Disney World, like, to use my bones if they want.
Same.
In any ride, specifically the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, the Haunted Mansion. Right? I would be so down with being there. So please, Disney,
for the rest of my life,
let us know. So eventually, as technology advanced and they were able to make fake skeletons look a little more real, they replaced the real skeletons and then put the fake ones in the rides, and they returned the real skeletons to the countries of their origin to have, you know, proper burial and all that. Cause, like,
never knew that. It's so interesting.
Crazy.
Wow.
Like, it's a whole thing. But still to this day, fans and even employees are convinced that some of those skeletons are still real.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Me neither. Now I want to go on there and like check.
Investigate.
You know? So there's a lot of debate about which ones are real and fake, but the majority of people believe that two skulls on a small island right after the second waterfall and a whole torso trapped under a beam in a burning jailhouse are not just props.
Dang, they got two waterfalls? I'm jealous.
But yeah, people say that there's extra details on the inside of the skull around the nose, and they just don't believe it.
It looks too real to be fake.
And like, I wouldn't be surprised, like, imagine having to replace all of those, you know? Maybe you missed one.
It was an accident.
Maybe they did it on purpose.
They wanted to like have some fake ones, but then keep some real ones to make it look. Who knows? Who knows? So next up is the Haunted Mansion, which is actually one of our favorite rides there. Every time we're there, we have to go. But what's really interesting about this ride and that I love is that employees and fans have actually created this kind of like background story for the Haunted Mansion itself. So in one of the rooms, at least in the Orlando Walt Disney World Haunted Mansion, one of the rooms is devoted to a bride who you see like a bunch of different pictures throughout the room of her husband's like losing their head. Like in each picture, it's a picture of her and her husband, and then the husband's head goes is gone. So in other words, she's killing off her husbands. And then after that room, they take you and you go backwards. And if you look to the far right, there's a broken window.
That's crazy.
And if you look hard enough outside in the waiting area, in the waiting queue, you can find her ring because she lost her ring when she fell. Yeah.
Oh,
and if you ask a cast member, they'll help you find it. Super interesting.
And then also the room you go into, it's like, isn't the farmer or whatever, he's like looking at you like he's terrified, like you're a ghost.
So when you're coming down and right when you're turning to go into the graveyard where you see all the ghosts, and first of all, this is the first time you're seeing all these ghosts, besides the room with the ballroom where they're dancing. If you notice, you don't see many ghosts throughout the house.
Yeah.
And that's because you're supposed to be a ghost now.
That's cool. But yeah, let's get into it. That's not what the Haunted Mansion.
We probably went off on a tangent.
But we like that, you know. We like
so here we are.
The backgrounds, but
exactly.
Let's tell you why it's really creepy.
So, if you're on the ride and you happen to hear an employee say code V, it stands for cleanup, which usually means someone has vomited. When an employee says code U, it signals urine. But when you hear an employee say HEPA cleanup, it means, once again, a park guest has scattered the cremated ashes of a loved one somewhere in the park.
How weird. It's apparently very common, though, for like, I don't know if I talk about it later on, but like for people, just in Disney in general, to scatter their loved one's ashes, but on this ride especially.
The Haunted Mansion, yeah.
I'm going to request that of my family to do that.
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense if you're going to be buried somewhere.
Who knows, like, what if it's actually haunted and some of the ghosts that we think we see, they're real?
A lot of employees think it's actually haunted.
That's cool. I'll work there. Hire me. They're like, never. But Disney custodians say this happens at least once a month, which is insane to me. Once a month, like, that's crazy. Human ashes have been spread on flower beds, on bushes, in Magic Kingdom's lawn, on the Pirates of the Caribbean, on the Dumbo ride, and most frequently of all, they've dispersed through the Haunted Mansion ride. So they everywhere, literally. One custodian said, the Haunted Mansion probably has so much human ashes, it's not even funny. The graveyard scene is a popular spot for people to leave ashes. So, yeah, like I said, who knows? Maybe some of the ghosts you see while riding are actually real ghosts.
Who knows, guys?
That's just, it's so bizarre to me. I'm like,
but it's so interesting.
It makes the ride even better.
Next, we're going to get into an abandoned island on Disney.
This is my favorite.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, crazy.
Did you know that Disney had a separate attraction on an island, completely away from Magic Kingdom? It was called Discovery Island, and it was abandoned about 20 years ago, which I want to ask my mom if she remembers, because
I want to ask my parents too. I never thought about asking them.
Like, they've been going like kind of consistently throughout their life.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they ever got to go.
If they have pictures.
Right?
If they have pictures, we'll insert it here.
Mom?
Come through.
One day the island was bursting with wildlife, and the next it was completely abandoned. Discovery Island was located in the middle of Disney World's Bay Lake, which now can only be accessed by taking a boat because there was no bridge connecting it to the mainland. You can still see it from Disney's Contemporary Resort and the Wilderness Lodge, but Disney has banned anyone from going on the island.
I wonder why. So the purpose of Discovery Island was to showcase interesting birds and protect wildlife. At one point, it housed over 500 endangered species, including tortoises, bald eagles, and scarlet ibis. Scarlet ibis?
A really fancy bird.
It's a cool bird. Guests were able to encounter free-roaming birds, watch animal shows, and walk along the treetops. They had an alligator swamp, a flamingo lagoon, a primate point, and monkey canopy. The park officially closed on April 4th, 1999, 25 years after it opened. Most animals were relocated to Animal Kingdom or other zoological parks across the state. So it sounds like Animal Kingdom, but like
a very small version. Yeah. Just birds and like
more interactive, I guess.
Local wildlife, but I didn't know it lasted that long.
Yeah,
like it was there for that
25 years. And I feel like nobody ever like talks about it or like.
No.
I guess it's why it closed.
Now you're not allowed to get within 50 feet of this abandoned island. photographer Seth Lawless published drone and zoom photos of the island and is now banned from all Disney parks for life.
I would cry.
I would be so upset.
I'd be so sad.
Blogger Shane Perez was also able to sneak onto the island by swimming to it.
That's crazy.
And what if there's alligators in there?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's very obvious because that poor kid, remember?
Yeah.
A couple years ago. So, like, that's a huge risk in itself.
Yup.
That's insane. But Shane noticed that Disney keeps some of the lights on in this abandoned property in order to give the impression that it's still functional, which that's probably the creepiest thing about this place.
Like, why? Why waste the energy? Nobody's there. Literally, no one's there. Like,
it's so creepy.
It's so
Unless they're planning on using it for something else, but it's literally been how many years since it's been closed? Like, I don't know. It's just so weird. He said that the island had definitely not been maintained since it was closed. He saw cages, a storage building, preserved snakes in odd containers, old photos, and encountered 2 young aggressive vultures.
That's why they, like, I think they left when they encountered the vultures, but I'm just
because they were like, oh.
Yeah. We're gonna go.
This is insane.
Yeah. So the most recent footage of the park came from YouTuber Matt Sanzwa in 2017, which was pretty recent.
Yeah.
The most interesting part of the video is that it seems as though people left in a hurry. Things you expect would be cleared out before closing a park, like photos, office supplies, an incubator, a cooler with animal food, and medicine, were left in the park. Like, they just left all that. Like, this is Disney.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, even if it was, like, whatever the reason for closing is, which we'll get into, like...
There's a couple different theories.
Why leave everything?
Yeah.
But we will get into why they closed.
So the closure of Discovery Island remains a mystery to this day, but it is most likely due to finances. Like, it was too much to maintain.
Yeah.
But to me, that doesn't make sense because, like...
Disney is...
You have Animal Kingdom.
Right?
With way more exotic animals than flamingos and alligators.
I actually don't understand.
So I don't know. I don't know if I believe
Excuses.
But that doesn't stop people from forming their own conspiracies, which that's why we're here, to be honest with you. Some believe the island was closed due to the presence of a bacteria which killed an 11-year-old boy in the water across the lake. However, this occurred almost 20 years before the park closed, so it's probably unlikely.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, but that's what people, Conspiracies sometimes they don't make sense. Another conspiracy theory was that it closed because of how employees were treating the animals. Disney World was investigated after an anonymous tip that the birds on the island were being mistreated, which breaks my heart.
Yeah.
It was found that several employees engaged in illegal activity, including shooting at hawks, beating vultures, and destroying birds' nests, which is horrible if this is true, and then I'm glad it closed down if this is true.
Absolutely.
But another more likely reason is that the opening of Animal Kingdom in 1998 caused Discovery Island to become less popular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Animal Kingdom was larger, it was more exciting, it was easier to get to, you didn't need a boat, and this decreased traffic, so it probably forced them to close.
But why leave it? Why not clean it up properly?
That's the part that doesn't make sense.
That's what's weird.
That's what's weird to me, that I'm just like... So let us know, your thoughts.
Comment down below. We'd love to hear what you think.
It's true.
Another one of my favorite rides, Natty Not So Much.
Hate it. Hate that ride.
Is the Tower of Terror located at Hollywood Studios. This is the only straight drop ride on Disney property for now. And like the Haunted Mansion, has that very spooky vibe, and the details are amazing. It's probably one of my favorites.
It is cool. I hate the ride.
The ride itself.
I love the details. I love walking through the line.
The hotel lobby as you walk through it's just there's cobweb everywhere. Yeah. It's like you're stepping back in time, and even the hotel staff act super creepy, which I love because you're playing a part.
Yeah.
So. But what I also love about this ride is themed as if you're in an episode of the original show, The Twilight Zone, which I love this show. I literally binged it during quarantine at some point, and
I need to watch it.
It's so good. If you've seen the show and have been able to go on the ride, then you might have noticed that there's actually quite a few of Easter eggs from a lot of the episodes on the ride. Some of which are located in the library when you first walk into introductions given about the ride. There's a lot around the top of on the bookshelves.
That's cool.
Super interesting.
So some of the Easter eggs include a miniature spaceman, a book titled To Serve Man.
That's a really good episode.
I need to watch it.
So good.
A machine called a Mystic Seer machine, which looks like a small dispenser, and this one's creepy looking because it has a devil's head on top.
Also a really good episode, probably one of my favorites.
And a creepy ventriloquist dummy, which is located as you're exiting the ride to the gift shop. I don't know.
That's also a really creepy episode.
I want to see that. There's also a variation of the Tower of Terror in other Disney parks and around the world, including Paris, Tokyo, and they used to have one in Disneyland, California, but they closed it to replace it with Guardians of the Galaxy. But each Tower of Terror ride has different Easter eggs and a slightly different experience, which is cool. I love that. I love that they have the same rides, but like different.
Yeah.
Like phases.
So for instance, at like the Splash Mountain in Orlando is like 2-seater, but the Splash Mountain in California is a 1-seater.
Really?
Yeah. And then our Space Mountain here in Orlando is a 1-seater. Their Space Mountain is a 2-seater.
I wish our Space Mountain
right?
was a 2-seater. I hate doing that thing by myself. So bad.
I just think that's like the little things like that.
Yeah. No, that's kind of cool though, because that makes each Disney experience different.
Different, yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Exactly.
Well, all right, guys, that's all for now. Those are all of our creepy Disney facts, but we could definitely do more if you like this. There's tons of Disney
We
stuff.
can even go to like different parks. We mostly touched on Orlando because we live here. But I'm sure there's way more facts across Disney parks
Tokyo,
everywhere. So
Paris,
absolutely.
Like, I'm sure there's some stuff there, you know. But yeah, let us know if you like it. Subscribe to our channel, and then we're gonna upload more frequently. I know we always say that, but this is the year. Okay, we're gonna upload more frequently. We're gonna be good. Okay, and we're gonna get a better backdrop. Like, ignore this.
Please
ignore this.
Give us your ideas.
Don't even look at it. So yeah,
we love you guys.
Love you guys. Thanks for watching.